Hey, folks, it's time for another Art Time with Nick. Let's get some music on. Art Time with Nick is made possible by a sponsorship from indiecd.org. Sorry, my voice is a little cracky today. Let me see. I know I have it around here somewhere. There we go. indiecd.org, your one stop shop for the best and the brightest in music, writing, creatives that can help you make your project go or that you can join to have a wonderful safe spot online. We'll just set that, maybe. And my system just slightly froze up. I've been having some technical difficulties. So we're fighting that. There we go. Looks like it all calmed back down, or at least mostly. I'm not sure why we're having these problems, but it'll be just a second. Hey, Josh, good to see you. Good. If I can get this set up, I'm gonna do some art. No, I don't want to do that. Apparently, I'm having some StreamYard difficulties. There we go. And we are back in business. Sorry about that. I'm just going to do some artwork as soon as it lets me bring my stuff up. Here we go. And if I can get this to work, I'm very sorry for these technical difficulties, guys. Ah, there we go. Let me see. We'll come over here and we'll hide that. And I should. Yes, we are back. It looks like. I've been having trouble with my stylus. There we go. New. Have some updates. And why is it being so strange all of a sudden? I don't want to have to use another program, but it looks like there we go. Only one. Now my system is really fighting me. But we're back, and it looks like we're better than we were, so we're going to get groovy with that. I don't know why my tools are so weird. You guys can't see that it's giving me round and round, but there we go. Do we have a decent? We get a pen, and we'll be able to do this. But seems like every. There we go. That looks better. Alrighty, we're starting to have what we need. There we go. I literally just did major updates, and there are shenanigans going on. So we'll just rough in a character real quick. Let's see if we can't get everything to settle down and do what it's supposed to. Hope everyone's having a good night. I just wanted to do real quick, just fun, because I'm a little ahead for once. Thought I could just figure some things out. A little bit of quick character design. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, I should be asleep right now, but my system was giving me so much trouble, and it's continuing to that it's freezing up. everything. I'm not quite sure why, but we will get it sorted out. And I'm just using this as a chance to get some of the wrinkles out of the sorted systems while I draw just, basic quick characters. I'll answer any questions and we can talk about it. Just a nice, oh, I don't know, some kind of nice, vaguely elfish girl. Let's give her some curlies here. And then I'll take comments or suggestions or requests and we'll make it work. But I've been fighting some updates all day, and it just seemed like it was time to do, well, some kind of character. And, keeping it loose because we're still in the blues. So anything I do really doesn't quite have too much importance to decide, though, because I'm very much feeling spooky. And sometimes it's nice to just do a picture in the season of things and draw. Let it out. This year has not felt quite right yet at all. Just Halloween hasn't quite hit where I wanted it to, and it hasn't hit how I wanted it to. I have art planned, just getting there. Seems I've lost connectivity to my mouse again, so let's try to. There we go, my pen is back. I have an image I want to work on, but no, I don't want that. There we go. That. Give her another set of those little pigtail things. Something to kind of pull the hair down. A little bit of a nose. Again, this is not the most serious art right now. This is me just kind of playing around, figuring out if my system's going to be stable. And sometimes you have to do that. You have to figure out if your system's going to be stable. I don't have anyone really in the chat now, but that's okay. Please, if you are watching, leave a like. If you want to just watch happy little characters happen. I don't know. What do we want to do? I want to make her a witch. I'm in a very witchy mood. So let's make her a witch with a truly oversized hat. And I'll rumple it because I think rumpled witch hats are the best way for a witch hat to be. And I need to work on her outfit, of course, because witches just have to be fashionista. So we'll just start doing this. Give her something to hold up her sleeves. Because right now she's kind of got a tank halter top thing going, which is fun, and pants, which is not very, frankly, witchy. But put the broom here? Yeah, why not? Give it a little bit of Nimbus 5000 action. Pull that back. Pull that back. The leg. Given how many witches ride brooms, you would think there'd be more wearing pants. But then again, a lot of them ride side saddle. This witch doesn't, though. This witch is all about not that life. I'm going to have to redo the broom shape, but that's okay. I just kind of get it in there, give it some strappiness. Still, art should be fun. And I do like having a quick, easy piece that can do what it needs to do. I'm going to give her a little pet spider that's hanging on for dear life. And we'll go from there. Okay, we have the ruff of the witch. I don't like that arm. I could pull it as holding, but I don't like that arm. And that happens. Let's make this eraser a bit bigger, because like I said, I don't like that arm. There is something definitely going wrong with the way my system is responding. And I'm not, again, quite sure why. But that's why I'm doing a late night test stream. See what problems there are. Let folks figure it out. I did. I want her to be in a very chilled pose. So just this is a witch who is comfortable in the saddle, so to speak. I kind of like the idea of there being a saddle shape to that. So we'll just tinker with that. We could do that. Give her a little poofiness. Maybe anchor a cape off of there, so it's just a little fun cape. Capelet. I like that. I like how that's coming. This is not exact. Like I said, this is not a serious image. This is me getting my system rolling. And sometimes you need to do that. You just need to throw some proverbial pen to ink. And what I did is I added a normal layer on top. I'm going to zoom. Let's see if it'll let me. Sorry if things get jumpy right in here. I'm running my Zero brush. And we'll just use our pressure to add really nice line weight. I have a couple really cute characters I want to work on today. If I get to them, awesome. If I don't, I will have to do another art stream. But we will see. I'm very much an eyes out artist. I have to have a character's eyes present, or else I can't process. I don't know if that's how you like it, but I feel like I get to know them through their eyes. And I draw a lot of kind eyed characters. And that's okay too. Let's see. Just get that. A bit more nose. I don't know if I want full anime on her, or I'll do something interesting with her eyebrows too. I don't know what. Let's just add a little bulbiness to them. Yeah, that gives her a little more character. Let's see. Just sharpen that line down. Give her. I want her to have that very almost pixie-ish jawline. We'll keep her lips pretty cartoon voluptuous. I think that works well. And we're just going to do this. It's good to draw and try to have fun, especially when you're having a fairly rough day or you're not feeling right. Just letting yourself play and see what kind of art can come from it, I find is just a great outlet for all those confusing feelings. Sometimes in life you have confusing feelings, and that's okay. My old DM used to make fun of me because my elves had weather vane ears. And every time I draw an elf with really long ears, I think of her. Great lady. She's done a light novel as a video game. And I really need to get more information on that so that I can promote it for her on my regular show. Um, right now, though, we're just kind of meeting this character a little bit, meeting what she has to say. I've been told I need to revisit a few of my old characters and, originals and just see how they feel. There's probably some truth to that. I don't know. If there's somebody you'd really like to see me do a drawing of, let me know. Like one of my older characters. I like to draw the characters that you guys like to see sometimes. Usually I get caught up in whatever's on my mind, but that's okay. I'm really in a kind of my older style workflow right now. So even I'm not sure where any of this is coming to or going from. Or coming from or going to. I'm pretty sure I bungled that just a second ago, but that's okay. It is nearly 2 a.m. I probably should be asleep in bed. I don't even have to do artwork this weekend because I got ahead of it and started doing an art show. My Wednesday stream, when I do Nevermind the Furthermore, I intend now to do it a little later. I run it late, and then I do so I do about an hour of Nevermind the Furthermore, and then after that hour, I switch over and I do art. So it's not quite art time with Nick, but it's similar. I think we lost Josh. I think he had to go somewhere. But that's okay. It's late. Personally, I hope he's asleep. I know I should be. Even if this is just a short one and I'll only do a couple of pictures, it's still a lot better than what it could be. I like bold, heavy lines. It's always been part of my artistic preference. I think it's because sometimes I don't see that well. I also really appreciated the artists who did things with bold lines in the past because then I could color them in. And I loved coloring. There are reasons why so much of my art is easy to get a hold of. Excuse me. And yeah, what we're doing here is just working over the general ideas of the blues. I don't treat the blue layer, the sketch layer, as sacred canon. This isn't a sci-fi series. This is art, but I do let it kind of guide me, and sometimes I can follow it fairly faithfully. And sometimes, like when I get here, I have to. Oh, I'm getting circle goes round and round. Not quite sure why. Yeah, I know most of my system would benefit from. There we go again. It keeps trying to make it full screen over here, and I don't know why. Can I please have my lines back? There we go. And it just crashed. Paint Shop Pro just went entirely away on me. Well, that's problematic. Not really sure how to fix that, guys. We'll try to bring it back up, and if not, I'll have to fight the good fight because something very bizarre is going on. And as soon as my system's back up, we'll see if we can get things fixed. I guess that was just one heck of a warm up. That's kind of tragic. I do hate lost arts, but let's see. Oh wow! I wonder if it's going to give me my recovery file. You guys can't see what's going on. So, oh yes, I can. Cool! It recovered it. So give me just a second, and I will show you what it's doing. Maybe, or maybe it will freeze up some more. Alrighty. And we are right back to where we were. Um, I am going to save this and work on it. Hopefully hopefully it will let me and not be too screwy. One moment. Writing which? There we go. That way it's at least properly saved. I am sorry for all the technical difficulties. I'm glad I'm taking care of it now, though. That way, come next week, I will be golden. But it looks like we are almost back to where we need to be. Don't know why my pen is red. There we go. But it seems much happier now. So maybe, and I'm taking these big shoulder-based movements. I've got a little bit of a tangent with that ear. I don't like that, but I'm gonna have to let it ride for a minute because, again, this is another typical quick sketch. These lines can be a little confusing sometimes. So if you go back to the blue layer, you just pull the opacity down to a little, yeah, that's a little low. I like it around 50%. So when you go back, it's easier to see what you're tracing over. And one nice thing is, I know I have done this, and I have done this without, well, in my case, without reference. This is all straight off of the cuff. Other than I wanted to draw a witch because witches are cool. And let's draw the little spidery friend here. There we go. I can zoom in and get more eyes. Because somehow, like, spiders without enough eyes almost look more scary to me than spiders look too many. So we'll just give it. It's crocheting a little spiderweb scarf. I think that's adorable. Let's add some reference. Yeah, a little detailing there. Wow, she's got just a little bit of Christy Swanson energy. Isn't that fun? Your character should be fun, guys. I come over here to give it like the princessy cuff. Give a little line. See, that's going to show that depth there. Really important thing. We're going to color that in. Cuff across like this. And go there. Now we come on over here. And here. We'll come back over again. Oh, see, I goofed up. I went straight off, and I don't want to go straight off. So give me my undo button. There we go. Want to curl out just a bit and then hunker. It's not perfect, but it's better than it would have been if I didn't. And I can cuff that in. We've got her little make it more of a stomacher than a corset. Oh, we'll bend it so it's a little more comfortable because she's got slight forward lean. Do you like a forward lean? Hide that, please. Now it's going to. There we go. Right here, right here. I'm going to add a little bit of cuffing, and her index finger is going to be like this. We're going to just do the double finger here. Pinky there. Do that right up the middle. It's not perfect, but it gets the job done. And because I like to do that, I'm going to give her, like the fingerless gloves, gives her a little bit more reach. And we'll even add some fingernails, which is something I don't do, but I've been always meaning to. I mean, they're kind of Disney Atlantis fingernails, but they're still fingernails. It still counts. We're going to scoop here, that. And we're going to come back up here, darken that a bit, give her a little capelet, play with the shape just a bit. Nothing too grandiose, but there we go. Give her a little capelet. It's almost time for me to do the part I hate, which is where I or heart-shaped locket. I think that's cute. And if I add just, it doesn't take much, but I can just add some circles to it. And now there's texture. Scoop the leg into the thigh. Drop that, give her a little space up there. Add down to the edge. Swoop down to the edge. She's I don't know what kind of pants she's wearing yet. Now we'll just do a little bit of front section on this. And we'll come down here. Again, we're just mostly following the blues. I also like the idea that put some padding because you're going to be riding this thing. It's got to be uncomfortable. And I want it to be comfortable. I want my witch just to be happy when they ride their broomsticks, you know? Imagine being able to fly so independently. What a wonderful thought. I'm going to add a seam to the inside, and I'm going to give her a bit of a boot. Now, it won't show anywhere else, but it is there, and I like it. Like just a tension line there. Yeah, let's do that. That gives a bit more flex to the fabric. Again, we're running the risk of a tangent over there, but I'll let it go. I don't think you guys will be too grumpy with me. And we're going to come out here like so, and like so. Bunch this up. It's going to be an odd week because a great number of my friends are going to this great convention called HalloCon, which leaves me a little high and dry. In that I will not be because I have to get ready because in a couple weeks I will be at a convention in Illinois called LodgeCon, running big stumpy robots and maybe even some intro art stuff. Selling books, having a grand old time. Which I have to get more books. Always have to get more books. But go here. I like the idea that she has multiple braids just kind of hanging down. Not sure what all's going on with that hair, but let's zoom back out a bit, see if I've made any major forgets, and let's zap the. Okay, I have hidden the blue layers, so now I can come back in here and I can start patching up and upgrading my sketch layer, my ink layer. I want to go slightly thicker for what I'm doing, because one thing I want to do is make sure that the outside of all the image is closed. It will help me so much later if I want to play with using the fill tool. So we'll just come here, close that up. And this process just serves to both protect the image, and I find it really makes the image pop a good bit more. Plus, if I am careful, I can be almost as light with a 10 millimeter, 10 whatever. Oh, I don't like that line. That got all blurry. As I can with a 7. I need to zoom in again. And I zoom in so I can do more drawing from my shoulder or from an anchored hand. I haven't decided her color motif either. I really need to think about that and her background. Any things I'm going to do there. Just add a little bit of heavier lines there, and elements of earrings there. Darken some of the lines of the ear, close that up. There we go. I think this is a nice one. Let's start with a little bit more of the, shading, black work. I like to use multiple styles of shading. So I'll shade with line weight, which you see me doing here. And then I will shade with, almost cell shading. And then I'll use my gray trick to bring highlights out. And this is definitely going to be an image with highlights. Thank you all for the patience of dealing with the false start that we had. The video does get worth it, I think, at this point. Let's see. How long has it been? A half hour? That's not bad. And it's helping me with my mood, which I need help with. So let's zoom out. And let's see. I think it needs something else. So what I think I'm going to do is very carefully anchor a mostly round moon behind her. And I think I'm going to do. Ooh, don't like that line at all. Hold on. Some clouds. And I want to keep it in the drawn cartoony style that I'm kind of going with, instead of the more Bob Rossian style I usually do, for reasons that I don't know yet, but this just feels like the right way to do it. So we're going to go with that. This is a fun image. Come here. I'm going to just erase my overlay. the overlap points right there. We'll get rid of that because I don't think that needs to be there. So that when I do the base coloring, I'm back to being golden. Whoa, that is the wrong tool, friends. We'll go back to the art. And I hope, I'm hoping that Josh fell asleep. I'm hoping that my friends are all doing well and tucked in bed. I should be, but I really needed to do some art to deal with the pain before I go do my sword drills so that I can sleep. Alrighty, this is. Oh, okay. So I do have to look at this because see, this is why we check. I had her more centered than I realized. Which means, oh no, boom. Now, I think she's pretty good. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna add another layer, and we're probably going to. Yeah, let's do the gray line. So we're gonna turn this. Do we want to multiply? No, I think I'm gonna color, and I'm in the mood. Do I want to do classic gray witch? Let me get my marker out, and I like the Millipen. A classic kind of pale green witch. Oh, this needs to be a multiply layer. There we go. Yeah, I kind of like the mint green on her. So we'll make her a very classic green witch, even though she's an elf. If I get my green back, there we go. Okay, I'm going to Scooby-Doo this. I'm going to flat it in so I don't have to fight the lines as much. Then I'll have to clean out her eyes, but I'm going to have to do stuff with her eyes anyway. Let me see. There we go. She just looks like a fun character, and that's what I want. I find fun characters inspire me. What I need to do is draw some of the characters from the novel I'm working on. That might be a fun one too. Which is another very witchy character, but of a different style. So let's just white out that eye a bit. White out this eye. Grab my green again. Or grab my green. Why won't it grab the green? That's strange. It's not grabbing the green. Yeah, maybe it forgot. Oh, I bet I was hitting the wrong side of the tool. Now, we need a hair color. And since nobody's here, there's no one here to stop me from picking a really random hair color. But let's go to a color wheel. We're going to look at the color wheel real quick. Now, complementary, I can go straight across, and there's a lot I can do with purple. The purple realm is a great default, and I am a sucker. But I can also do something in a sky blue, which will look really good and free up this kind of pink. I kind of like this blue, so let's work with this blue. Give her the blue hair. Because it's just a fun mix. And it will look good with most of my chosen magical outlays. So now we're starting to get a feel for her. I'm going to shrink this down a bit to make it more manageable. We can get in there. Remember that pink? Oh yeah, that pink is definitely going to be her eye color. That pink is definitely her eye color. And we're going to dial that up. Actually, we're here. Let's hold that. Do something more. There we go. Gives her lips. And this is basic color theory where I'm playing around. A lot of times people will have swatches. see if I go here. I have lost my dropper tool off of my pen, and I'm not sure how I feel about that. I'm gonna have to figure out how to put that dropper tool right back on. Let's see, we're here, and there's my standard. So let's go. Oh, I lost my dropper tool. Not where it is. Is there a dropper tool here? There we go. There we go. We'll do it the old-fashioned way. And now I can come back to my pen and do that. And do that a little bit later. And do that. And that just keeps her going and interesting. Now we have a base mix that we're running, and I can grab a very strong pink as a primary for her cloak. And I kind of like that, so we'll just line that in here. And I'll real quick grab that fill tool, refer to other layers. Nice. Now I'll come over here for the yellow. Go back to the, pull the yellow down. I like yellow as a highlight color for when it's needed. I like to save it for that. So I go here, and I go here like this. Keep it in mind. It's gonna look nice. This little cycling thing that came with StreamYard has become my absolute jam. And I realized I missed a spot in that the shoulder should be this color, so let's just fix that real quick. Solving problems, getting things done. Oh yeah, we're gonna. This is not a subtle witch at all. I'm positively here for it. I just feel like having, a little bit of cut up fun and having a witch who's just absolutely fashionable and bold and defiant, and that makes me happy. Plus, I love occasionally working with color palettes that would have got me beat up in high school. Color palettes that did get me beat up in high school. That's why every once in a while I have this near pathological need to draw flowers. Because I know somewhere there is a jock-like individual or a would-be thug who's greatly offended by that. And I take a measure of delight in, making them uncomfortable. It may not be the kindest thing, but let's be honest. I know what I'm about. Let's see. For her boots, why is that color? That should not be there. Oh, is it? Okay, maybe. But let's go a lighter. Actually, let's try this purple color here. If I'm right, which I am, it is a glorious little color, and I'm enjoying. Just we have all these colors to play with. Why not play with them? Why not have fun? And this means I'm actually ahead a little bit. Keep her pants. Keep the outfit going. No, her pants should be a different color. Yeah, we'll darken her pants up just a bit. I know she's an Easter eggy witch. I don't care. She's having fun. I really want to name her Malibu, and I don't know why. But get rid of as many of these. Uh, and yes, I could be using the fill tool. And sometimes I do, but I don't see the joy in it if I don't, you know? Where was I going to do? Oh, I was going to do that. Grab that. Go. Boom. Bing. Now, I could get a nice orange. I would decide on her boot color. I need to decide on her boot color. Oh, yes, I've decided on her boot color. There we go. Now, we can go mostly classic on her broom. Uh, but uh, I can fix that in a second. I'm okay with that. Let's see what we want there. I'm at least going to go and make sure that that looks a little more. Uh, yeah, that looks better. Give it that little touch of her flair. Come over here, grab my Millie pen. Grab what shade did I use for the. That doesn't look right. That does. Yeah, we'll just clear up where the fill lost its mind for a moment. And we'll take a nice. Actually, that. Let's see. That shade purple. Oh, I've Lisa Franked again. Oh well. I'll feel bad about it later. This is a fun one though. The clouds any color. Highlighted. Yes. Might as well have fun with it. Okay, cool. We have some good flatting going on. I just need to grab that yellow and clean up the bottom down here. And come over here. Grab that. Come down. Grab that little cup. Okay. And then I'll use my regular yellow. Break this down to about a 10. And I can come right here and fix these lines, which are being a little impish. Come back up here, hit that, come back down here, get it right in there. Now, we're almost done on the ink layer, on the flat layer that is. And I think we may do our first shading trick. Oh wait, I have to color her little spider. Well, you could make him orange. Make him orange. He stands out that way. That's fine. Little orange spider guy. Now, oh, I want to do something about that buckle on her. Let's see if I do like this. Do I like this? Actually, I think I do. I think I like this a lot. It's almost problematic. So let's do this. And then we can come here and go. just to save me the cleanup effort and come back to my happy pen and go, I'm cleaning this up. That really gave a little depth to things. Now, speaking of depth, if we're going to keep drawing, I guess I'm just going to do my hour on her. And I see a mistake I made. Which is fine. I'll do that. Then we add another layer. This one also goes blend mode to multiply. Easy peasy, right? Now we're going to grab our about a 20 and my favorite thing in the world, which is a gray 30. And we're going to do the quick and dirty shading tricks. Heavy shading anywhere you think there should be heavy shading. Now, obviously, the main lighting is behind her. And that could affect things, but that'll affect things more on the alternate shade layer than on the current. Still, we can keep the silhouette in mind, and we're going to try to work the shading to be, silhouette compatible, like so. And since all my colors are already in place, doing this very, very, very effectively works to deal with a lot of the other problems. It's like it makes it a lot more three-dimensional. Well, and apparently my brush just went insane for a second. So, okay. Yep. I have my grab tool back. That's nice to know. Do that. Right here. Just like that. Up here. Oh, that's a little excessive. I'm going to have to work on that. But, oh, come on. Catch up, computer. Thank you for all the cards and letters. Okay, we'll do that. I could leave it like that and be golden, friends. I could, but I'm not going to. Why? Because one, my shade job was sloppy and I need to clean it up. And two, after I clean this up a bit, I'm going to have fun with the next part. Because I need to do this right in here. I'm going to add another layer, blend mode, multiply, and come down. Let's see. Let's go gray 20. We grab the big fill. Everything's been grayed. Do I want that a little darker? Go on another gray 30. Let me look. Yeah, I think so. And I say so because now I come to my eraser tool. Nice hard eraser. Hit the eyes. Now the eyes have extra sparkle. But that's not all, folks. We're going to do rim lighting. Ooh. No. It should still be on the eraser tool. It is. So the rim lighting is going to add that extra touch of, oh, that's bright, coming right through her. Just like so. It gets a little complex in spots, but I'm not complaining because I like how it looks. Lets you have really interesting shade line. Is it perfect? No. But nothing I do is perfect. It's just a matter of, can I learn a technique and make it a touch better than I did last time? And that's what I'm working on. The other thing is, guys, don't take this could be a good advice for any artist. Do not take or accept criticism from anyone you would go to for advice. I'm going to come over here and I'm going to do the same on the edges of these clouds. I'm just going to give them a bit more color. And now I'm going to go hog wild on this moon. Not getting the clouds. I'm not getting all of it. I want to keep that swirly kind of weirdness to the moon. It doesn't have to be astronomically appropriate. It just has to sort of imply. If I go right here, the moon now has that nice halo effect. Who doesn't like a good lunar halo? Well, let's just clean this up. Because you get to play. Because you can always undo what you've done or put it back. But you get more for the experimenting and for the knowledge and for the finding out suddenly that, oh, that's how that works. I'm using tools that I know less about than I really should, but I have a few aspects I really, really like. And a lot of what I do, I could use a far less powerful program. But I spent a significant amount of money on my program to be able to do what I do. And given that that's sort of the jam of the situation, I might as well use what I have and slowly learn how to deal with the rest. Then we'll just keep doing that. Maybe something like that. Yes, we like this. I'm slower than usual. I don't usually spend this much time on one image, but this one's been an extra fun one, so I think I'm okay. Even if my inner Lisa Frank came out just a bit, I hope you'll all forgive me. But this is a fun little, very Halloween-y. Kind of like that there's a little bit more light on my thigh, so let's just add that. Brighten that up a bit. Catch the edge a bit more. Yes. I completely forgot to get her hair at the lines that I gave myself when I first did the line work. Get her hair and a little bit of her nose. Get her nose right there. Oh, I like that. And I definitely need to, let's just see what this does. Yeah, we're okay. We're okay. And we come down to this layer, and I think if I go here, gray 30, gray 30, and go back to my milli pin, I should be able right there to smooth some of this out just a bit. Yeah. I come here, and I can just add a slightly darker shadow to this. I like that. I don't want to do this. Oh yes, I do. I definitely want to do that. I want to give it the Starry Night vignette, which I have trouble saying, but it's close enough. Keep this image kind of popping. Actually, that should go down much deeper because it should follow that. And that should be there. So I will grab my eraser and go, oh, that's not how I'm going to do that. So I need to go here. I have to figure out how I fix what I goofed up. There we are. That works. This is a fun one, guys. I hope you've enjoyed the Switch coming together, it took me about an hour, which, with the technical difficulties I have, is not too bad. Very cartoony. I think I will sign it real quick for you guys. Oh, I'm on the wrong layer. Hold on. 10 layer, please. Thank you. Oh, it's the wrong tool. That's what went wrong. I bumped the pencil. I think I'd want to sign it in pen. We will give it one more try. Some days. Some days, nothing quite works. This is a fun one. File. Save. Do a little dance. Okay. File. You export a single layer as a JPEG. And we'll just save it as writing, which I'm going to change her name later. That looks good. And I'm going to export the time lapse. And that'll go up on my other stuff. It's 2:34 in my time, so I probably should start winding down my show. It's been a good one. Had a lot of fun doing it. Quiet one. Thank you for helping me endure the technical difficulties I've been having. A lot of updates to navigate, a lot of moving parts, but we are definitely getting there. And pretty soon, I'll have another time lapse to go into the art time lapses that you can just watch draw themselves. Put this art time lapse and lapse. Save. And I will look at my calendar on my phone so I'm not slowing myself down. Because I have to check one thing real quick. And while I'm waiting for my phone to actually work, I will come over here, go here, go red, comic book title, right there. More. And I'll use this as a. Why is there a space? Did I space that? Oh, yes, I did. I'll use this as a cap for my Never Mind the Furthermore show for not next week, but the week after, because I am actually getting to be a touch, heaven help me, ahead of myself. So that will be the 23rd. So file, export single layer, BMP, no, not BMP, PNG, NTF, 10, 23, 23. And that means, guys, I am actually getting, heaven help me, a little ahead on some of the stuff I have to do. So I'm very excited about that. We're going to say, okay. You're going to say, okay, that looks good. And I will put this image up on DeviantArt soon. And with that, guys, I think it's we're going to call it. So let's just go here. So, guys, keep drawing, keep creating, keep making stuff. Because if you can always fix it, you can improve it, but you can't edit a blank page. I love you, and you should too. I'll see you real soon for another Art Time with Nick. Thanks for coming by.